Welcome to my island. This is Dawn with Pink Chair Gaming, and this is the island of Mistletoe. And since my last video, I may have destroyed my island and had to rebuild it. So here's kind of an update on what's going on. I think I just had a midlife crisis. Originally, this video was supposed to be a speed build of my entrance. And that's just probably going to end up being a surprise. I didn't even begin editing the video because since I had recorded that, I went to go start recording a speed build for my residential area. And in the process, just a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of things were not going the way I wanted it to on my island. And so I kind of had a midlife crisis and just did like a 180 on my island on how it looks. So this is one of the areas I kind of built up, and let me just kind of show you what I've been up to. So the first thing you're going to notice is I completely changed my path. I had been using a gray pathing, and it was okay, but I really didn't like it. I was having trouble getting some stuff to work. So over here on the right is where I want to put my museum. And with the gray pathing, I wanted something that was a darker color, almost like a black. And I just was not having any luck finding what I wanted to put in this area. And I found this pathing and fell in love with it. And so from there, it just kind of spiraled out of control. So I started with this pathing, and I'm going to try to walk around without giving too much away of my island. I'd like to save a good bit of it for my final tour. But I will show you, I moved my house over here, and it's going to be a cute little ski lodge, and I am going to decorate the interior of it. But you'll remember that I did my canal speed build, and I had used the really dark sides and the gray pathing. So now this is the colors I'm going for. I think I really like it a lot better. The hardest thing I had was finding simple panels that would go with this particular medieval side. It is very hard to find stuff that's the exact same color as those panels. And I'll be sure to include the code in the description that I ended up using. So yeah, let me just kind of show you how this area ended up turning out. And I like it. I really do like it. This is kind of how the upper part of the canal turned out. And in the process, I may have even decided that I want to do it during the daytime instead of nighttime. I haven't 100% decided yet. That's kind of a work in progress. But I did create a little skating rink. I was going to try to do like a mini speed build on it, but I ran out of time. That's probably one of the biggest things that's got me frightened about this whole thing is I've got a week before Christmas, and I'm trying to hurry and get it finished. So yeah, this is one of the areas that I created that's like right next to where my canal is at. It turned out cute. I like it. Very simple, but cute. And down here is where my canal is at. And I didn't really change a whole lot. I don't think I changed any of the decorations really. The only thing I did in this area was I had the simple panels along the wall in the back, and I got rid of it. I had changed it to a different type of paneling, and it just didn't look right. And I think the natural wall works fine with this particular flooring. And so, yeah. I need a lot of help now with my island. So now I'm going to show you what I really need help with. this is where I'm struggling, and I'm trying not to give you a sneak peek of my entrance because since I'm not doing a speed build on it, I kind of want to make it a little bit of a surprise. But anyway, here's my resident services, and I can't figure out what I want to put to the right and kind of behind it. I want this to be a shopping district, which leads to my museum being back here. So we've kind of gone full circle around the island now. And I have an idea what I want to do here. This is going to be a big park area, so it's just a matter of figuring out the final design and doing that. The hardest thing I'm having is this area right here. Another thing that ended up happening was in trying to design my residential area, I created a whole new character on my island, so now I have 2 residential houses. No big deal. I know exactly what I want to do with this house. And I really want it to go over here. I had originally placed Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters over here, and I want to do something different with this area. There's a shop that I want to build right here, and I want to put the second house right here for my plans with it. So now I need to figure out where I'm going to move Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters to, and I want to put them around in here somewhere. I just haven't figured out exactly where they're going to fit best so that the height of them doesn't obstruct any of my cute little builds that I've made, because I love how these 2 little shops turned out that I created. So yeah, that's kind of where my island is at right now. It's a little bit of a hot mess, but I will get it finished. I will come up with a solution to this. If you have any ideas of the best way to put Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny to the right of here, should I put it over here? Do you think the height of it will obstruct this too much? That's the biggest thing I'm worried about. I don't want to put Nook's Cranny like exactly right here, because then you'll never see what's behind it. So that is my struggle right now. The other thing that I'm having fun with is you'll see that I changed all of my bridges and my inclines. So now instead of using the stone, I'm using all of the wood. So I get to go through all of my different staircases and replace them out. That's no big deal, just takes a little bit of time. But yeah, so I would love it if you would comment it below on some ideas of where I can put Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters. I know I want to make some more shops in this area. I got lots of ideas for some different, maybe not as small as these, maybe even on a bigger version of, the little fake buildings. Got lots of ideas for that. And I got plenty of room here, just not sure the best way to do it so I don't hide what's behind it. That's probably been my biggest struggle with Animal Crossing, is figuring out how to make stuff work. You can see I kind of have this stuff on the side over here, and I'm terrible with side decorating. I'm terrible with it. I don't know how to decorate on the side of something because I'm like, well, you can't see it, so how do you decorate it? And it's just something I'm working on. But I would love some suggestions of how I can make this work. And it's basically from about right here, which is the front of Resident Services, back around this way, over here, and to the side. And that's really about it. Because once I get, you can kind of see a sneak peek at part of my entrance, which is right there, because it's so close to Resident Services. So yeah, I would love some suggestions. Please, please, please give them to me. I'm all ears. Also, since my last video, I've had a lot of villager changes. I've said goodbye to Anchovy. I've said goodbye to Apollo. I've said goodbye to Hippo. I know I'm missing somebody, because we've definitely said hey to Miss Flo and Iggly, and I now have Flurry on my island, and I have Eric on my island. So I know there's some other villagers I've said bye to. I just can't think of all of them right off the top of my head. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Oh, what do you have? A head bandage. I didn't. Well, you know, because my head hurts so bad from trying to figure out what in the world I'm doing on my island, that's probably pretty appropriate. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye for this video. I ended up rambling a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I'm just really confused as to what to do with this part. But this is probably going to be the last video I'll have before I get it finished. So I'd love to see some suggestions at the bottom. Yeah, give me some ideas. I need to know what to do. Oh yeah, here's Zell. Zell's another one that I added to my island. So I'm real happy with all of my my villagers now. I have everybody is perfect for the island. And until next time, please be sure to like and subscribe. I need all the help I can get with my decorations and what to do, and I'd love to get some feedback. Until then, see you next time.